vision, I would like to talk about a nationalized bank in India. How the nationalized bank function, whether they are helpful to the society or not. Also, will they be also helpful to the society or not in future? That is the topic issues. Nationalized bank in 1969, nearly 14 commercial banks had been made nationalized. And subsequently in 1980, remaining 6 commercial banks have been made nationalized. But now 20 commercial banks, that is the biggest banks, have been made nationalized. What they do? These nationalized banks are governed by the government. These are government bank, and they do the also the commercial works like other banks also. Usual banks work are accepting the deposit, lending the money, and the lending money, and also the servicing to the depositors, and the deposits in the form of the ordinary saving account or current, or in the form of the deposit and more things. Currently, the banks are trained or practiced to issue a more LIC forms and other forms and debentures and more things. They are also selling it because there are the customers for it. The competition, the nationalized bank are facing a more competitions from the foreign banks and private banks, and they are in a digitalized way. Also they are servicing to the customers in different mode and reaching the customers, and these banks are most time not doing a best service. That also the criticism are coming out from the society. So the many banks offering the service properly, and they are giving the money, dispersing money through ATM counter and also mobile banking or online banking, and more the also systems are there having now to reach the people. How do they collect the deposit? Whether they are efficient or not. They have already certain nationalized banks have the deposits of the government funds. The government's funds are transacted there, their transaction are lot. For example, State Bank of India, it is having the government funds. The other banks are competing with each other to collect the funds from the people, to have the saving accounts, to have the others also the current accounts. The business people and the others are borrowing the money into the current accounts. At the same time, others also the deposit also. The deposit also will be helpful to the banks, so that only they can lend the loan, they can collect the interest, and whereby they can accruing the business and giving the salaries and everything to the staff and other things. They have the own commitments. If the people or customer at a also really invest the amount, other side tax authorities are waiting. They see the also really like a eagle the money, and how the customer solves on both the money into the accounts. If the customer is assessing whether income tax and something, so the tax authorities come and study, the banks provide the records, and automatically the problem also starts, and whereby a more underground dealings are also being done by the other authorities. Whatever may be, the nationalized banks are giving also service to the people. And as far as the nationalized banks are concerned, is giving it is providing the welfare activities also, helping the poor and society and more things. As far as these nationalized banks are concerned, they are providing service in remote areas and far-reaching areas, top of the hills, and most interior rural areas. They are providing such a service, which is a welfare schemes, which are the welfare activities being done by the nationalized bank. So the government is doing the service through these nationalized bank to the help to the people in far off areas, in far reaching area people. So the poor people also getting also gain through these nationalized bank. These have to be regulated. Already in the regulating bank is there, that is the head of the banks, and that is the RBI. Reserve Bank of India, which is providing all the others also help to the others also the people through controlling others also these banks, and which are necessary, which are also very important. In future also, this nationalized bank will be governed by the government and will be helpful to the people, and it will address all the needs of the poor people and other peoples also, so that only the banks will stand. The RBI should control the activities of the bank in proper channel, and thereby the banks will be helpful to all the people in need. Thank you.